Welcome to the traditional Snellen Chart. Now this chart has been around for a very long time, and you'll probably find that a lot of them have been phased out as times have changed in optometry. But today I just want to show you some key components of the Snellen Chart before they completely disappear. So a lot of charts these days are now computerized, and it would be a shame to lose this wonderful piece of equipment. So starting here, as you can see, you have your big letter chart. We have a single letter at the top, and as we progress down the chart, we have additional letters on each row, and obviously the letters get smaller and more difficult to see. So also above each row we have the size equivalent to record your vision. So we have 60, 36, 24, 18, 12, 9, 6 and 5. And the vision test is traditionally performed at 6 meters. Moving over to the other side, we have the Oxa Target here, and this is to check your fixation disparity. So we can illuminate these bars here, and using a special visor we use this to check your eye muscles. And you're probably all familiar with the duochrome, the red and green colours with the black rings, which will help us to refine your prescription when we're checking with the lenses. Here we have the concentric rings, 2 rings side by side, and these are used when refining your prescription in the case of astigmatism. Just looking towards the centre here, this little part here, this illuminates, and we can use the light as a fixation reference. And we also have the rotating drum here. So we have a series of targets which I will demonstrate shortly. So looking at the chart, maybe we can provide some illumination now. There we go. So you could maybe cover your left eye and check your vision. Excellent. 612, 69, 66 row, and the 65 row. Okay, so if you cover your right eye now, you could maybe read the letters backwards. Good. Excellent. So that is the actual Snellen chart, and manufactured by Hamblin, London, which I understand is very tricky for you to see. Okay, so if I could demonstrate the fixation target here, so it's just a white light which your eye care professional will ask you to look at to maintain steady fixation and viewing. And we have the duochrome again, red at the top and green at the bottom. And your optician may ask if the circles are clearer on the red side or the green side. So that's the duochrome there. Just here we have the concentric rings on the white background, and when the optometrist is presenting the cross-cylinder lens, you will use this target to identify which lens is the clearest. We have two rings side by side there. Down here we have the drum wheel, various targets, just looking at what you can see here. Good. And here we have some objects, and you will describe where you see the opening in the object. Okay. And underneath we can record the vision. So we have little symbols there. And here we have a 6/6 row of letters. So just looking at what you can see there. We have a smaller row, a 6/5 row. So what can you see? H, T, N, E, L, I, C and O. And just going backwards, O, C, A, L, E, N, T, H. And we have another 6/6 row here, in case you become familiar with the letters on the bigger chart. So we have I, E, L, O, H, C and T. Just going backwards, T, C, H, O, L, E, A. And we have a 7.5 size row here, which falls between 6/9 and 6/6 on the big chart. So the size of letters between these two rows. So you have I, C, E, H, L and N, and N, L, H, E, C and I. Moving on, we have another 6/9 row, which is equivalent to this size, but just different variation of letters. H, A, Y, O, U, X. A 6/12 row, equivalent to this row. So we have V, U, I, X and T. And back to first two letters there. So that is the drum wheel, which is an added bonus to provide more targets and letters when checking your eyes. So maybe we should have a look at the chart in slightly dimmer conditions just to see how it looks and whether you can see some of the targets a little bit better. So starting with the Snellen Charts. So we have illuminated the big letter chart. So have a look and see what you can read now. Feel free to read them from the opposite side. Okay, we have the concentric rings again. And the duochrome. Are the circles clearer on the red side or the green side? Clearer on the red or the green? Okay, just looking at the spot for me now. Good. And what can you read in the window here? F and L. Good. And where do you see the opening in the object? To your right, left, up or down? And the next target? The next. Okay. Here. And the very small one. Where do you see the opening? Good. So I believe this particular way of checking your vision, these objects, is the Landalt C chart. Good. Okay, looking at the letters, what can you read there? Okay, just try them backwards for me now. Good. A little bit smaller now. Starting from this side. Good. And we have another 6/6 row here. Just have another go at the letters for me, if possible. Good. 6, 7.5 size. A little bit easier than the previous two rows. Okay, good, excellent, yes, okay, very good. 6/9 now. Good. 612, X, A, U, and V. Good. And the 2 letters there. Excellent. So that is the Snellen chart in all its glory. So we will be using this chart a little bit more in the future to check your eyes in more detail. And we will also be covering these objects later too. So it's time to say goodbye to the Snellen chart. You'll see it again soon. So you will see the duochrome. You will see the concentric rings. You will see the fixation disparity measuring target, and you will see the drum. We'll be checking your vision using that later, and we will be using the fixation spot to maintain excellent steady vision.